Daylight, if one could call it that in this strange new world, barely filtered through an oppressive sky that had no discernible source of light. Shadows stretched and twisted unnaturally, lending an otherworldly air to everything beneath it. The ground itself was alien, a mix of smooth, unyielding stone, crystalline dirt patches that crunched underfoot, and grass that faintly glowed upon touch. A cold wind blew, chilling everyone to the bone and stirring up a sense of something far more menacing than confusion alone. The earthlings were scattered about, torn from their previous lives in the blink of an eye. A man in a business suit landed harshly on the ground, his briefcase flying from his grasp and skittering across the stones. He scrambled for it with desperate, shaking hands, as if it were the last shred of normalcy he could cling to. Nearby, a young woman rubbed her eyes, whispering frantically, "This isn't real. Wake up, wake up, wake up!" Her words, spoken like a prayer, were echoed by many, some laughing hysterically, others crying as the weight of their situation crushed down on them. It was an hour of chaos. A mother clawed through the crowd, screaming for her child, her voice hoarse. Two strangers clung to each other in shared disbelief, shaking and sobbing uncontrollably. Here and there, pockets of fear turned dangerous. A burly man with tattoos brandished a metal pipe, his eyes wild with suspicion and rage, shouting warnings to keep others away. At the edge of the clearing, a bespectacled scientist crouched low, furiously examining the glowing grass, mumbling theories to no one who could hear. The words vanished, only to reappear 5 seconds later before another person, a middle-aged woman with wide, frightened eyes. She let out a strangled gasp. The letters floated in front of her, their soft glow casting light on her pale face. She hesitated. Blue sparks crackled around her body, and she convulsed before collapsing, unconscious. A ripple of fear coursed through the crowd. "What's happening? Why is she fainting?" someone shouted. The truth became clear too late. The words were appearing one person at a time, demanding an answer. Those who chose no or hesitated too long were struck down by some unseen force. The letters continued their cycle, moving to a new target every 5 seconds. One by one, people faced the question. Most chose no, paralyzed by fear, and fell, bodies twitching before going still. A lawyer, clutching his briefcase tightly, muttered to himself as the words appeared before him. "What kind of sick game is this?" He too chose no. "Touch it," a man demanded, eyes wild. "Is that what it means?" Desperation clawed at every word. Did touching mean survival? Was there a trick? People hesitated, unsure whether to reach for her hand or flee. The glow of the blue light painted their faces, each one contorted by fear. The woman backed away, pressing her glowing hand to her chest. "Stay back," she cried. "I don't know what it means." The crowd surged, driven by terror. Some reached out, others shouted in confusion. The line between survival and violence blurred as desperation took hold. The woman stood as a beacon, a glowing, living symbol of life and death, while the people around her grappled with fear, uncertainty, and the brutal realization that this was only the beginning.
If you liked my video, go ahead and leave a like on it. Maze out.